Oops, wrong screen I'm sharing. It's morning here on the West Coast. Did I change the title? I need to add the screen capture. Oh no, that was right. But it's on the YouTube stream page. Alright. Now I'm good. Thanks for watching. So this is very exciting evening because the Seahawks won the Super Bowl championship. And then we went out to a bar. Oh, look at my arm. I beat a guy 2 out of 3 games of arm wrestling. 2 out of 3 matches. It was pretty awesome. I did not think I was going to win. He was super jacked. Way more jacked than me, but what do I got to say? I got the old farmer strength. So I'm pretty excited. I'm wired. I can't sleep, so I figure it's a good time to work on the stock market project. So let me go over real quick where I'm at. If you've been watching the last few streams, this is probably going to be boring, but here I go again. Let me zoom in. So here's what I've done so far. I got data. I organized the data. I had 2 different data sources. Initially here I was getting data from the NASDAQ site. Then I got data from the StoltHub site. I'll link that in a chat comment soon here. But basically it's a better data source because it gets updated every day. It has all the stocks in one SQL database, so I don't have to go download, data for every stock. I then did some basic analyses on... Oh, it also has not just price data, but fundamentals too. Which is good. So this is a basic analysis on fundamental data. This is a basic analysis on price data, so I just made a bunch of those to kind of compare things, but that's not really robust. It's not going to be a robust method. It kind of is just visualization. So here I integrated everything into LGBM. What's that? Light gradient boosting model or method. I forget what the M's for, but so if it is model, then model here is redundant. But anyway, this is underperforming S&P 500, but I'm just using all the stocks. And then here I said I'm gonna kind of isolate a training universe of stocks, and then work from there. And so that made it so that I could get something that performed a little bit better. It's performing at about 51.5%. And then I was on this right side, you can see I implemented a portfolio strategy. And so what I found was if I isolate the picks by the lowest volatility, so take the top 500 lowest volatility, we're getting worse than S&P 500. Take the top 100 lowest volatility, we're basically matching the S&P 500. Take the top 20, now we're beating S&P 500, and take the top 1, we're beating it by a lot. And so the next step was to look at the Sharpe ratio here. You need a Sharpe ratio above 1 to really implement the model, and ideally you would like it a lot above 1. And so then I tried different refinement strategies, and I found that I can elevate the Sharpe ratio if I go above 0.52, so here 0.53 and 0.54, but then if I do 0.55, it's not making any picks. And then here you see the outputs here. So this is 2024 and 2025. It's a bull market, and so the riskier strategies are outperforming the highest Sharpe ratio strategy. But since this is a lot more selective in picking the stocks, and often lots of days it won't pick a stock, this high Sharpe ratio strategy is going to be a lot more stable overall. And so kind of the problem with how I was doing this is I was using a lot of scripts. I had multiple scripts to get the stock universe, multiple scripts to train the model, and again, multiple scripts to implement different portfolio strategies, which ended in here, you can see. dozens of files, which is really inefficient. And it also makes it so that every time I want to, change a strategy, I have to add a new file. And that's not efficient. So now I'm putting everything into Python classes. This has all been in Python so far. It's what I'm comfortable with. But now I'm putting things into Python classes. And yeah, so I finished this universe class. I already cleaned the data. And then I have some filter methods. And then I've also added in some feature and target classes. And those are going to be fed into the returns model. Once I get that working, that's going to be fed into the portfolio model to test out the different portfolio strategies. So I'm building up the feature and target classes right now. And these are all the features and targets I want to implement. Green ones are ones that have been implemented. Not highlighted means it hasn't been implemented yet. So I'm kind of going to go through here and march through and get stuff. So that's my plan for what I'm going to do till I'm tired enough to not do this anymore. But, I'm wired. So I'm going to do this till I get tired. And then I'm going to go to sleep and get ready for work tomorrow. So what the hell happened? Oh, good. I still have charge. Let's see. Okay. So I've got something to listen to. Okay, so now you can implement any function. What are the functions we want? Oh, there's something I had to figure out. So I put it in yesterday's notes. Update TALib target class, feature target class to get the values from the log return data. Oh, right. So we want to train on log returns, not close price. Okay, TALib. So where do we reference close? Okay, so if log return not in data frame, add it. Okay. df.close. And then here, instead of getting close, we want to get log return. So if log return's not in there, go ahead and get it. Then we want to perform this on log return. So clean analysis, clean tests, test TLab feature. So we're getting the SMA. Should volatility come from log returns? Let's go ask Gemini. Google AI Studio. I forgot to add this into the chat. Alright, Gemini 3 Pro. Should I calculate where'd the PowerPoint go? Volatility. I already have volatility. Should I calculate SMA as a feature from close data or log return data? Question mark. Oh, do you want somebody? Here. Eat up. Okay. Good. Standard moving average of returns. So we do want to get it on returns, so that's nice to hear. So this now is working on log returns. Let's see if we can get it in clean tests. Are you barking at me? All right. 5-day feature. So 5-day lag. It should be 11 behind here. So at 11, 1, and we should get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very good. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Okay, so we've added that. Now we basically need to go through all the features we can add with this strategy. What's wrong, buddy? Are you talking to me? Come on, will you come up with old Papa? Come on. I want to bring you up. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Look, here's Buddy. Nobody's watching, but here's Buddy. Good boy. Okay. Let's see. Is anyone watching? And if not, I'm going to go get a coffee. Very good. I'm going to go get a coffee. Come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, so now we could go in. Basically, what's cool about this class is I added a feature for. So this is the base class. Then I added a feature for log return. I added a feature for volatility, but then there's this package. It's written in C, but there's a Python wrapper for it. And I wrote a general class that will get every function. So all functions with time period, we can do these. So let's see which ones of these are shared in the list inside of the PowerPoint of all features I want to get. Okay, so what are the variables I want? Targets, we have forward Sharpe ratio. Okay, so this TA libvar time period. And then here we want to change it to time period. We want to add. Today's the 9th, which means we're like a third of the way through the month. 9 times 3, 20. Yes, so basically a third of the way through the month. Let's just run this again, because now it should be on log returns instead of price. So did that work? SMA, yeah, it's just a lot smaller. So what else do we have in here? That's also in here. EMA, exponential moving average we have. Sharp, is this in here? No. What's linear reg? Linear regression? Slope intercept? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so exponential moving average. Where is that? EMA. Let's just look that up on the site to make sure. What is this called? TALib functions. All right, EMA. Good, it is exponential moving average. So then we'll add here EMA talib.ema, comma. Okay, so now we have both moving averages, simple and exponential. We need to add the crossovers. Range ratio. Bollinger Bands, I think we have. B bands, yeah. Okay, but now I need to know how to implement that. Oh man, I have too many things open. Not this. But go to this if you're interested in the project. This is where I keep all the code. Here we go. Here's my script for calculating features. I built it to work for SMA, which returns a single value. This is tested in clean tests.py. How can SMA returns a single value? Well, Bollinger Bands returns 3. Lower band, upper band, and middle band. Bollinger Bands uses the B bands. Is there an S on there? B bands function in TALib. How do I modify the class to work for Bollinger Bands? Would it be easier to just add in a new class, which is a subclass of this guy? Holy shit, that's huge. That's a huge class. Rewrite the class. I want the Bollinger Bands to go off log return data and not price data. Why did you not write the class as a subclass and just return the and just add the 3 series to the data frame? Okay. 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 No. I want to call it Bollinger. I need to turn on. Don't want to test feature anymore. Test TA lib feature. I just want to test the Bollinger Bands. Divide by 0 encountered in log. Oh. Probably I want to do cumulative log return log returns. So if the log returns are above the Bollinger Band, I want to short it. Probably. Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm getting tired, but it's after midnight and I was drinking. Oh, it's 1 a.m. and I have work tomorrow. So anyway, that's it for tonight. It's a short stream. But I made some slight progress. The idea is just get at it every day and make progress. I work on this every day, so subscribe if you're interested. I do streams every night on this. They're usually longer than this. They're always longer than an hour. But I wasn't even gonna do a stream tonight because I already did a stream earlier today. And sometimes I do streams twice a day. Last thing is I have a Bitcoin trade going on. And I'm also updating that every day. And the Bitcoin trade's doing really well, even though Bitcoin's been crushing it. So it's going to be back up at around 71,000. So I'm going to lose profit, some of my profit on this, but I'm still really profitable on this. So if you're interested in that and Bitcoin and any sort of market stuff, subscribe. But that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Adios.